we go. Welcome.
Amigos, we're going to do the hard spread.
Taurus.
Taurus.
Toro.
Okay. You want to shuffle?
Yeah. We did one and we deleted. We start over. So do the second one. But I remember that spread. I don't know if you do so. If any of the cards pop up, I'm going to shuffle 6 times. I want to make sure we get rid of that energy. And so we're going to do our heart spread.
See.
And we'll link our website. So on there we have the heart spread. If you want to see the positions, 8-card spread. What do we got here? Gets to the heart of the matter. So this is for if you're interested in someone. You don't have to necessarily be in a relationship. Just whoever's on your mind. Whoever blows your skirt up. Whoever's the apple of your eye. I throw these things out, so it makes it hard for y'all. English is like fantastically better than my Spanish. She said, "What if we had to do this in Spanish?" And I said, "Just like smile." Bueno. Which is good advice if you're ever in another country. Just smile a lot. Okay. Judgment.
Wow.
Wasn't part of the other reading.
This
Kind
is
of.
a new
Yeah.
one.
You want to do the honors?
Okay. This is 6 of Pentacles. The Hanging Man.
It's Taurus. That's you coming into the relationship. Go ahead. That's them coming into your other coming into the relationship. Hanged Man.
This is the
Pisces maybe.
5 of Wands.
That's you in the relationship. 5 of Wands. That's your other in the relationship.
This is the World.
Wow. Interesting.
And 6 of Wands.
Is your advice or challenge in the relationship? This is for you, Taurus.
8 of Cups.
That's your other person's advice. Wow. Really challenging.
7 of Cups.
7 of Cups in
Cup.
This is the advice or challenge for the relationship as a whole, as opposed to your individual advice.
Page of Pentacles.
And that's your outcome. Wow.
For the relationship.
Wow.
And the
Judgment on the bottom. So, judgment is when you're being, the bugles call, ta-da, come out, wherever you are. It's time to meet and your soul's work. That I think is what judgment is about. Something has to, so kind of implies right off the bat, it could be an important relationship here, huh? With the major kind of judgment overriding it, overseeing it. So this is you coming in, and but this is where your head is at, what you're thinking, feeling about relationships in general as you come into this relationship. And here you see the scales. This is like wanting that reciprocity. So and maybe in the past relationship you didn't get that. You felt like you did more and they did less, and maybe that's why it ended. And so when you come here, you're looking for that, I think. That's what that implies as you come into the relationship. And then, which would explain as you get in the relationship, this is being combative. And if you notice, these guys are like, these are wands, and they're kind of, I don't know if you could see, they're kids, and so they're practicing. Maybe one day they want to be knights, so they're not really killing each other with swords. They're just kind of play fighting. But in a relationship, this is bickering over little things, and often there's other things underneath that causes the bickering. So that's kind of a lot of times what this is, and ones are actions. So about things you do, like I don't like the way you do this, and and it doesn't, it causes problems in a relationship, and usually the problem is you need to get to the real reason why you're bickering, which is about going to be about something more significant. Now, your other's advice in a relationship is the world. So, I mean, this is how they are in the relationship. Whereas you're feeling combative, this person who may be a Pisces, I don't like to do signs so much in these general readings, but it definitely, with the Hangman, this is someone who's really looking at things from a bigger perspective, from a different perspective. So this could be someone coming in, they're a little different, and maybe where they're coming from with the Hanged Man here in this position is when they come into the relationship, this is someone that probably was saying to their friends, I'm not going to have a relationship. I don't really want a relationship. I'm just getting over and thinking about life, and but lo and behold, here you are. And when they come into the relationship with the world, it kind of implies that they feel like, wow, this is the final major arcana. This is everything, completing the cycle. So this would be them feeling pretty good once they get into your relationship here. So if this is your reading, it's like both of you are coming in, bringing in, as most of us do, energy from the past, okay? And this person too, they may be a little more passive too, and there's something with you, Taurus, which is outcome is the Pentacle, Page of Pentacles, right? So this is a Earth card for you. So it could be a little frustrated with their past, particularly, I hate to say this, in the male-female dynamics, but particularly if you're the female. And maybe this is the guy that's like, gee, I don't know, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And maybe you just rather have him say, hey, honey, put on something pretty, I'm taking you somewhere nice. And he won't make a decision. That could be how that's playing out. And then what gets interesting, I don't know what to make of this, is you've got the Six of Wands. This is your advice or challenge. And this is acclimates and a feeling of triumph and victory. And in the position of the advice here, and the fact that we have a Page of Wands, I think we'll clarify this Page of Wands as we go.
See?
But maybe as the outcome, but wait just a minute. And then, so this is like, I think could be like maybe your friends are telling you that you got something here. Which usually you don't get this. Usually your friends are the opposite. There's like your new guy, your new girl sucks, and why are you with this your friends? This is like your friends meet your new friend, your new lover, and they're like, wow, we really like this guy, this woman. They seem really great for you. Kind of had that going with this. And with them being their advice, now we went through this in the last relationship, the last reading with Taurus that we deleted. It wasn't this card, but it's the same kind of energy. We're showing disinterest, and you're moving on from your cups of love. And now being in the advice position and challenge, I think this is the advice for your significant other, Taurus, is that they need to let go and really walk away from whatever in the past has kind of got them in this position where, and this can be too, where you don't want to deal with things. You're stalling. You're just which is, we all deal with relationships lost differently. Maybe their way of dealing with it is not to deal with it, which would go again to the passivity. That might be why you're having the Five of Wands energy in the relationship, because it's frustrating you a little. Maybe it's frustrating you because you want them to deal with the past relationship, right? You want them to get divorced. You want them to draw some kind of boundary. This is not Pisces. I'd say it not good with boundaries. Hanged Man. So what that then the Eight of Cups would be is like they need to do this, and this is emotional. So this is probably not get divorced. This is probably like emotionally that maybe they haven't dealt with things. and you want them to deal with that. And then you get the Seven of Cups as this is your advice or challenge in the relationship. And I think with the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of options and emotions. And I think, like, for advice here, this is not about being looking for love elsewhere, which can be the Seven of Cups. It can be like that feeling that there's a lot of options and I shouldn't tie myself down. But being in the position of advice or challenge in the relationship, I think kind of what this is saying is you need to stop. And this is in the relationship. This is advice for the relationship. This is advice for you in the relationship, advice for your other in the relationship. But this is for both of you. This is for the relationship. If you want there to be a relationship, you have to settle on a cup, of this relationship. And maybe that's part of it. And, with you being a Taurus and this energy here, I think it's more your other person might be in this mindset. And this kind of goes because, not to mention you have the 8 and the 7 of Cups, okay, but this kind of goes, whereas if they're being, not dealing with things, not emotionally dealing with things in the past, this is kind of saying you need to do that. You don't need to be wishy-washy, you don't need to be dreamy and thinking about, what could have been. You need to understand why the relationship ended. They need to, and what their part was in it, so that they can move on and start a new relationship with you, right? I think because as an outcome card, this is pretty good. It's a solid start. And you being a Taurus and you coming in with the 6, it's kind of you getting this, right? I think this is you. There's something goes on here. There's a dynamic going on. You're frustrated, like I said, but I think in the end, what's going to happen, and maybe you can precipitate this by getting in here and talk about this reading. Have them watch it with you and say, hey, if this resonates with you, if it's your reading, it's going to resonate. So, and that would be the solid new beginning. And this is, we're going steady. We're going to not see anybody else. This could be moving in, that kind of thing. This could be built, making a real solid relationship. And it's almost like a little start. Could be in all of this, maybe you're still kind of in a dating phase and you haven't really nailed it down, I would think. Do you want to clarify?
No, I like it. It's perfect for me.
Yeah, so we don't really need to clarify. I think as to where it's going, that would be up to you. But I think for the Taurus, what we could tell them would be significant is that this person in this relationship with this card of the World, if there's any doubts in your mind that they're into you, they are. They are. And they're just having trouble letting go emotionally of the old stuff. And but they're going to get there, and you're going to get your Page of Pentacles, which is the start of the relationship. And a solid start, could lead to something significant in the future, no?
See?
Oh, yeah, I think that does it.
Wait.
No?
See?
Okay.
Thank you, amigos.
Ah, thank
Have
you.
an excellent day.